Hi, I'm Diana DeRosa, and I'm speaking with Allie Taylor, who lives in North Carolina and is the writer and director of the student short film Sunshine and Rainbows. So, Allie, I want you to share with the audience a little bit about that film and why you created it.
Yeah, so Sunshine and Rainbows is about a guy named Peter who deals with a lot of problems and anxieties in his life, and the way that he copes with it is by talking to imaginary puppet friends that kind of tell him that everything's going to be okay and everything's going to be fine. And the whole film is kind of him realizing maybe this isn't a really healthy long-term mechanism for dealing with his problems, and then it's kind of him wondering, okay, do I stay in the safety blanket of where I know I'm like safe and comfortable, or do I go out and try to actually find a long-term solution? And it's kind of like growing up in that way. And I really wanted to do it because I was kind of going through really similar things when I was first writing it. A lot of big changes, going off to college and doing a bunch of really anxiety-inducing stuff. And I wanted to write about a character who is going through that and like visually show his like thought process by having the puppets kind of talk about his feelings and also visually see some of his fears and anxieties played on screen. So it kind of disarms you as a viewer to being open to these kind of, because you start with something so fun and lighthearted and whimsical, and then it gets into kind of more serious conversations.
I love it. Great explanation and wonderful film. All right, so in general, you have your own takeaways, and you also want the audience to take away some stuff. So, what is it that you want to share about that?
Well, besides some of the stuff that I mentioned earlier, a lot of things that were coming into my mind when I was writing it was about like this concept of nostalgia. And like you hear a lot of things about nostalgia bait and everyone's just trying to nostalgia bait you and stuff like that. And I was kind of wondering, okay, why are things that are nostalgic to us so like important and like they have this big place in our minds? And is it really the art itself that we find so like powerful and comforting, or is it the really where we were when we saw it, or like who we were with when we experienced these things? And I think it's a bit of both, but that's kind of what I want people to think about and take away from the film after they see it.
I agree with you. I think it is a bit of both, and a great explanation there. Well, I want to thank you for chatting with me. Do you have any last words you'd like to say?
I can't wait for people to see this at Tryon. I'm so excited, and I can't wait for people to see these puppets. They're amazing, and I love them so much.
The puppets truly are amazing. And I'm Diana DeRosa reporting for the Tryon International Film Festival.